Hello and welcome to English Learning. In today's video, we are going to understand what is the importance of English language, why it is so important in today's world with the help of few short relevant stories. Make sure you listen to it and watch the entire video. So without wasting much time, let's begin. It was for the second time that Jane was sitting for the interview to get herself a job. This time she was quite confident that she would definitely grab the opportunity, and why not? She had spent almost a week gearing up for the interview. She watched every tutorials on the internet, jotted down notes, prepared her self-introduction part in front of the mirror. What else she had to do now? Next morning she went for the interview and failed to answer few questions. Why? Because the interviewee asked questions which she simply didn't understood and hence couldn't answer. Miss Suzanne was a very passionate English tutor. She always wanted her students to excel in her subject. Every time she finished her lesson, she would ask the students to write summary in their own words. She wanted to evaluate whether her students understood the lesson or not. Students used to write the summary, but they always had grammar mistakes. Some students used to submit their copies, while some used to stay silent and take a lot of time writing the summary, while some used to completely ignore doing the classwork. Ronald was also one of those students. He finished writing the summary, but he feared that his teacher might ask him to read. He lacked confidence to read his answer in front of the whole class. Why? Simply because he didn't had much confidence to speak English in front of the class. Julie had recently enrolled in the university to pursue her bachelor's degree in English. She was very good in her writing, but when it came to giving presentations, she would just panic. This time also she had to give presentation in front of the whole class. She wrote very well, but the thought of speaking in front of the whole class gave her headache. She decided to confront the fear and memorize the entire thing. She stood in front of the mirror and said her points. Next day, she went to the university to give presentation. She decided to carry the paper along with her so that in case she forgets her points, she would take out the paper and read. She reached university and met her friends. They discussed about their respective topics. Some of them were nervous, while some were just waiting for the presentation to start so that they could read the entire thing in one go. They were the ones who didn't bother much about their marks getting deducted if they give presentation by reading from the paper. It was Julie's turn. She gathered some courage to speak in front of 60 students. She said to herself, "I can do this. I have prepared well. I will not look at anybody and just finish it soon." In the beginning, she was doing nice, but after a while, she started looking at her friends, other students, and the teacher. As a result, she forgot all her points. Her face blushed with nervousness and her knees trembled. She fumbled and forgot everything. She got blank. "You can read from the paper if you have one," the teacher said. She took out the paper from her pocket and started reading. She got so nervous that her hands trembled. Everyone noticed her. "Her hands are shaking so much. Look," one of the boys remarked. Julie got so nervous that she read only half of her points, said thank you, and sat in her bench with her head bowed down. So, we see that everyone was struggling with English language. In today's world, English language has become the most significant language. If you are in school, then English subject is a must in your syllabus. If you are seeking for a job, then one of the required criteria you would definitely find would be should be fluent in English. Not only this, if you travel to a foreign country, then you must be well acquainted with the English language. In your own hometown, if someone asks you a simple address in English, then you again have to answer in English. So, English is everywhere. But why it's so important? Does that mean we should forget our mother tongue? Should we stop speaking our own language and adopt a new language? The answer is simply no. We should never forget our language, our mother tongue. Language is our culture, identity, and our pride. We should preserve and protect our mother tongue. We can speak in our mother tongue with our families, friends, relatives, neighbors, and basically with the people living in our country. But if you have to go out of your state, then in which language you are going to speak? Can you communicate in your mother tongue in a foreign land? The answer is a big no. So, we see that English is very important in today's world. Now, let us read what are its importance, why English is so very important. The first is it is a global language. English has been widely accepted as the most important language. In fact, it is the most widely used language in the world. It is the international language used in business, commerce, science, technology, medicine, and many other areas. Second point is it provides ample of career opportunities. If you know English, then you can get the dream job. English language opens the door of thousands of career opportunities. You can easily do any job sitting in your own balcony of your house, or you can work in any foreign land if you wish to work abroad. It boosts your confidence. Another important point of knowing English, knowing the language, mastering the language is it boosts your confidence. It doesn't matter if you can't write English grammatically correct, but if you can't speak correct English, then you are surely going to be embarrassed and lose your confidence. If you can speak English language fluently and correctly, then it will automatically boost your confidence and have an everlasting impression on people around. English is part of your curriculum. We all have had English as a subject since we were in nursery class, right? From nursery till higher education, we have English as a subject. So, what does it mean? It means that it is an essential part of education. If English language was not important, then it would never have been in the field of education in the first place. And the last point is English is important for maintaining international relations. English is the language of diplomacy, international politics, meetings, and conferences. It plays an important role in international communication. If you know English, then you will be able to communicate with not only the native speakers, but you will be able to communicate with the majority of the people in the world. So, don't be fearful of English language. In fact, work on your fears and start learning English from today itself. And for more such English learning tips, don't forget to follow English Learning. So with this we have come to the end of the video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, then do like, share and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.